Hul'q'umi'num Hajkasiam Hul'q'umi'num Tamuch Osiam Entha Shayli Robinson Tnitzen Layakson Atitaka Tnitzen Hul'q'umi'num Tnitzen Hosenich Tnitzen Hul'q'umi'num Kan. So I'm guessing most of you don't speak Hul'q'umi'num. I just started by thanking all of our friends here and our elders and family. As Swill said, my name is Shayli Robinson. I come from the Layakson First Nation. We are a Coast Salish nation, and I also have familial ties to Hul'q'umi'num and Hosenich peoples, and pretty much every other family that speaks Hul'q'umi'num. So if you do, you're probably a cousin. So I perform spoken word poetry. I first started attending shows in 2012 and started working with my own words a couple years later, and I've been performing for a few years. However, most of my stuff is really heavy or angry, so it was a little difficult to find some pieces that would work today. So I've got two that are pretty humorous, and I've got another one that I've just started, and it's a work in progress. So here we go. This first one is called Seeds. It's based on something that actually happened to me. I used to work at Starbucks downtown at Yates and Government, and I one day had this American tourist ask me where she could buy totem pole seeds. And she was 100% serious. And a few weeks later, I was hanging out in the First Nation Student Association lounge at Camosun College and telling my friends about this ridiculous story. And a bunch of the other people in the room who'd worked on Government Street at one time too, they said that that happened to them all the time. So we've seen recently that the American people aren't always the smartest, and I guess they've always kind of been like that if they think you can grow your own totem pole. So that's what this piece is about. She asked me where she could buy some totem pole seeds. Thinking I was dreaming, I asked her to repeat herself, and again she said, "Darling, do you know where I could find some of them totem pole seeds?" Whoa, this woman was for real. And as she would learn, she had asked a very angry Native woman. So there we were, the Starbucks barista and the American tourist, the Indigenous activist and the Indigenous collector. Luckily, I had already dealt with a lot of racism at the age of 19. So I thought on my feet. I grabbed one of the mini tourist maps we kept behind the counter and traced a route for her, a long and winding one which ended at the Ross Bay Cemetery.